Good evening, meatbags and microchips. I'm Benjamin, and this is the hardly mostly daily dose of Twilight, where we report from the edge of a civilization and occasionally nudge it over that edge. As always, my sources may be dubious, so do your own research, remain skeptical, and always maintain a healthy level of intellectual self-defense. Tonight's top story: Palantir CEO Alex Karp, tech oracle, eccentric philosopher-CEO, and proud vendor of lethal technology to international fugitives, has decided that when it comes to war crimes, accountability would be morally ambivalent, and what's far better for the success of Western civilization is product-market fit. Yes, while the International Criminal Court has boldly issued arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a man accused of systematic extermination, Alex Karp has bravely stepped in to say, don't become the product of an ideology that sounds sensible. Wait, don't be the product of an ideology that sounds sensible? Isn't that what you want to do? Things that sound sensible? Yeah, I think so. Wait, did he really say that?
Do not become a product of an ideology that sounds sensible.
Totally. He really said that. No. Instead, we should do things that are patently evil, like him, and sell AIs trained for murdering humans to violent international fugitives. But to be fair, he may actually be too stupid to realize that he is actually indictable for the crime of genocide as well, thanks to that. That's right, folks. In a world where Silicon Valley can't figure out how to stop teenagers from sexting on a Chromebook, Karp has found his niche, doing patently unsensible things, turning data into death. Palantir's battlefield software deployed directly into military operations, helping computers learn to murder humans from a safe distance. That's right, folks. While most of us use software to dodge spam and track our steps, Alex Karp's customers use the tools to track people and then stop them from taking any more steps. You see, Karp fancies himself a kind of AI John Locke, except instead of pondering liberty and natural rights, he's asking, what if surveillance capitalism, but for war? And instead of reading Enlightenment philosophy, he writes open letters declaring that Silicon Valley is too soft and unwilling to stand behind the Western way of life, which to him apparently means helping people indicted for war crimes commit them at a faster pace through delightfully user-friendly and polite user interfaces. Palantir's recent technology reportedly helped Israeli forces refine targeting during the ongoing Gaza offensive, which the entire world knows involves sniping a bunch of children in the head, denying food and medicine to millions of people for months on end, and igniting human bonfires in refugee camps. But hey, if Palantir can promote Western values in the world by training AIs to better cause mass casualty events in refugee camps, schools, and hospitals, then Karp isn't going to allow ideologies that sound sensible to get in his way. Now, many of you might be wondering, is it legal to provide advanced military targeting software to a fugitive head of state who's fleeing an ICC arrest warrant? Great question. Well, no. But Karp isn't going to be distracted by ideologies that sound sensible. Not when he can show the world how, in the West, you can make billions of dollars by teaching advanced artificial intelligence how to kill human beings. Capitalism, how the West was won, baby. You know, the word capitalism literally doesn't appear in the Constitution of the United States anywhere, so I don't feel like a bad American at all for saying that a capitalist monster like this worse-than-useless freak belongs in The Hague, okay? But for the time being, as long as you are not under U.S. sanctions, you can have international arrest warrants issued against you for crimes against humanity, and Karp won't let sensible-sounding ideas get in the way of your subscription tier with unlimited predictive strikes, machine learning-enhanced kill zones, and real-time refugee camp human bonfire forecasting. And here's the kicker. Palantir's stock is booming. Nothing juices investor confidence and helps the West win the world quite like a CEO who isn't going to let sensible-sounding things get in the way when billions of dollars can be made teaching AIs how to target humans for lethal action. Now, if you are wondering whether there's a moral compass guiding all this, well, silly question. But you'll be thrilled to learn that Karp believes he is the moral compass. Yes, he often rails against tech's moral cowardice and is leading by example, enabling indicted international fugitives with lucrative contracts for lethal technology. At a recent interview, Karp clarified, "We build software that enables our allies to prevail," which sounds noble until you realize that the contest that our so-called ally is prevailing in is for who can commit the 21st century's most brazen live-streamed genocide. And while Karp's detractors accuse him of commodifying carnage and turning genocide into a dashboard metric, his fans just say he's fighting for Western values. And what better to be showing the world about the West than how incredibly lucrative flouting international law can be? So in closing, I remind my viewers, if you too are an internationally wanted fugitive with an appetite for surveillance-powered lethality, remember, you don't need to hide anymore. You just need a Palantir license, a public relations team, and a TED Talk about ethical targeting. From Silicon Valley to Slaughter Valley, I'm Benjamin, and you're watching the hardly mostly daily dose of Twilight, where every truth bomb comes with a free side of AI-driven existential dread. Good night, and may your predictive targeting only fail if it's pointed at you. As always, let me know what you think in the comments, and this has been your hardly mostly daily dose of Twilight.
From my attic I stab at thee!
The West is superior. It's simply superior because we can have this discussion. She can yell. I can respond.
It's a genocide, you idiot. You are the one denying their rights.